Well, welcome back. We all want to live long and healthy lives, and that starts with how well we take care of ourselves with a good diet and maybe some exercise. But the latest diet craze isn't based on calorie count. But by the way, some of these people have been doing and eating this way for years and years. So it's called the Blue Zone Diet, and researchers looked at how people who live to be 100 actually eat. And they found 5 places in the entire world where they are most likely to live that long. So first one, Loma Linda, California, Icaria, Greece, Sardinia, Italy, Nicoya Peninsula, as well as Costa Rica and Okinawa, Japan. So the big question, what do they have all in common? Heidi is in the kitchen to find out what this is all about. And you tell people, hey, you can live to be 100 years old, and they're all ears all of a sudden.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely. We all talk about wanting to live longer, but if you live longer, you want to feel good while you do it. So Stephanie Espinoza is here, and this Blue Zone Diet is all about what people eat and what people don't eat. These 5, only one of those cities, by the way, we should mention, was in the United States.
Right,
so many
where Seventh-day Adventists live, Loma Linda, California.
So
they have a very special diet that they follow.
They are vegetarian,
yes,
right?
Yes,
okay, so let's start with what not to eat. A lot of this is pretty common sense, but it still sneaks its way into our diet. So
it
what
does.
are the
we
big
really have to
no's?
be aware of, marketing, who's marketing to us and what they're saying. But the things that they avoid are processed meats. They avoid salty and sugary snacks, for sure.
I mean, if you've got kids, though, the goldfish are kind of like a standard, and we need to stop that.
That's right. We really need to stop that if we want to impact our health.
Sorry. I want to talk about this one, too, because this is tricky. This is marketing. When I see nuts, you're always telling us, Stephanie, to eat more nuts. What's wrong with these ones?
Well, they have salt on them, but they also have a coating that makes that salt stick, and so that makes them processed, and those are chemicals. And so they're turning a healthy food into something that's not so good.
They also don't eat a lot of sugar, and again, that's a little sneaky one that sneaks into our foods too. So what's the right amount and what's the wrong amount to eat here?
How they say it is we eat sugar intentionally. This is 7 teaspoons of sugar, or 48 grams. That's the amount of added sugar that they have in their diet every day. And when you look at how we're eating sugar, this little bottle of tea has 48 grams of sugar in it, in and of itself.
Okay.
So when we look at what we snack on, grab some cookies and a soda or candy, and an energy drink, you're getting way over the amount of sugar that we need to be eating every day.
Okay,
it has a real negative impact on our health.
I believe it. When you cut it out, you feel that difference, and then you replace it with this. These are the things that they have in common in those 5 cities that make them live to 100. What are
they? So
they?
95% of their diet is plant-based. So think about that. They eat a lot of greens every day, and then they eat berries and fruits and vegetables that are in season. You'll see I have apples, bananas, and oranges right here. They're in season. They drink a lot of water, even over tea and coffee. I've come on and talked about how healthy tea is, and it is. But water, is
that's the
what
gold
we should
standard,
be,
right?
What we should be choosing most often. They only eat 3 eggs a week.
A week?
A week.
Some people eat that in a day.
In a day, yes.
Okay.
So it's important to kind of wrap your head around this. Do you want to live to be 100? Do you want to feel good? And these are the things, obviously, this is borne out for these folks because they have the longevity. They eat a half a cup of beans every day, legumes. That's not very much. Find a way to get it into your diet, salads, soups. They also eat just 2 handfuls of raw nuts every day, very small amounts.
And I was asking you earlier, I said, well, what if you're still hungry? You said, grab another handful of nuts. It's right there, and they're good for you.
And choose those things over things like, I'm going to have more cheese.
Okay. I love cheese.
They eat dairy products, but primarily they're going for fermented dairy like kefir or yogurt. They have a little bit of cheese. I have a lot of cheeses on this plate, but I want to show 1 ounce is a portion. That's about all you should be having. This is 1 ounce of grated cheese. So it's not that you can't have it, it's how much you're eating of it.
And very quickly, they do eat breads and meats, but it's, again, very limited and very specialized.
Yes, I just want to highlight, these are each 2 ounce portions. This is what they eat in a month. And they eat
in a month.
They eat fish 3 times a week, but only 3 ounces. That's about the size of a deck of cards, the size of the palm of your hand. And the breads that they're choosing are not refined breads. They do have sourdough because it has some fermentation in it. It's good for your gut, but they always choose 100% whole grain bread or 100% whole grains in their diet.
They put the good stuff in, And the proof is in their age. They're
The
living
proof is
to
in their
be
longevity.
100 years old. So some really easy, helpful tips if that is a goal for you. Stephanie Espinoza, thank you as always for keeping us healthy. Her information is on our website, AZFamily.com.